Hello and welcome. How are you doing today? Today I like to show you that how to do and make our home kitchens better. And now I am working in my kitchen and I am planning to do my kitchen to look something like that. And there are those kitchen parts and there is oven, dishwasher, and that area is sink. And then when we look in carefully in that area, there is this kitchen's sink area, what should be in just in that area in here. And what I am planning to do next, I am like now doing this my work, and there's a couple of electric cables, and there is actually this kitchen parts are quite ready. They are quite ready to use. They are in here. I have installed those things in there, and in that area there is this wooden kitchen plate. It is like hard food, 1 inch ready, and there is this protective plastic cover in here. And now I am planning to install in that area this steel sink. And here is my sink. And it's like brand new. And it looks like that. And next I need to insert that my sink in that table. And I need to do in here this hole. And this is a cool thing. That how to do this hole that I can install this my sink in there deeper, and then I have also this facade what is in here, what I install in later. But now I will install this sink. And first thing is that we need to insert this our table in some secure place, what I have made already, and then I need to analyze and do markings in that white table, that how I cut this hole in here. And this is my next job, and I take my pictures that I can do my my markings in there. Okay, and then here is we have always some kind of instructions that how to install that sink, and here I have this information, kitchen sink installation and maintenance manual. Okay, this is important. And then when I open that, there is always some information, like in here insert, if I insert in below, or then in lay on or under mount. And this under mount is now this my method. And there is idea that I need to, oh sorry, it is not that one, this was in down installation, this is like in middle. Yes, this is the my one. This inset is my style, sorry. Okay, and this is important, what they are meaning, that I need to insert that my sink so that there is space at least when I look these things, I think that there should be at least 60 millimeter. If I look right, 60. Here there is small 60, it's like 6 centimeters. It is about 2.5 inches. And then there is also that there should be some support plate of this 25. Okay, and I think that means that there should be in that line at least like 2 inches in this line. What is this area in here? at least like 2, then I rotate that in this position, that there should be this distance at least this 2 inches in here, about that distance, all areas. Okay, good, that looks now good. And then I need to also think that when I have this new facade, that I can install that facade in here, in that position, in here down. Okay, that there is of course enough space. Okay, and next I do so that I take my pencil and I do in here my drawings and markings in this table, and then we continue. Okay, and then we continue, and what I have made now. I have now made in here some small markings. I have in here this lead pencil, what is easy to erase in there, and then I have also marked in here that symbol that in that line there is dishwasher's area, that I need to install that my sink in that area in here. And now I plan to do so that I install this my sink so that there is all areas in that line in here. It's like 2 inches, like 5 centimeters, and also in that area 2 inches and like 5 centimeters. And here is my this measurement scale, and there I take this 5 centimeters what is in here, like that amount, like 2 inches, and I insert that in here in this way. I measure that there is this space is like 5 centimeters in here and 5 centimeters in there, and then I have pencil, and when I check that there is 5, I do in here the small markings in that line in this way. Okay, now there is this. Okay, and this is also very useful because there is this plastic cover in here, and then I do my markings in also in here. I check 5 centimeters in there and in here. Okay, and then I do same in that area. In here 5 centimeters, take this there, a little bit pencil, and also in that back area in here too. Okay, and then when we have that area in this way, and we check that now all of our measurement is good, I can use my pencil in that side and do in here this my bigger markings, and then it helps, and also in that back area too in here. Okay, good, and in here, and then of course in that area and that area in here. Good. Okay, all areas carefully. And then I can take my sink away. Okay, and there's some markings now. And then I have planned to install in that position in here. It's my facade. Put this in here. And its place should be like central in that position, something like in here. I need to measure that better, and then when I have this my markings in now in this table, then there is interesting thing, because I have this sink and there is this wall in here and this corner. This corner's length is about half inches, that amount in here when we use my measurement. And I think that I will do now like half inches this because this my seam comes in that way. This is my idea, that it comes in that way, and we need to do in here small the supporting area that this works well. And that's I need to do in here 1 centimeter inside line in that area. And for that now I need better pencil, what is this permanent Sharpier pencil. And when I check this my thing, I insert that my measurement there, and in that line what I marked in there, I do new line in here inside inner. What is this? 1 centimeter smaller, and also in here, and in that area in here I am planning to cut that. Also in that area, this is like this X means that I will cut that away, and in here also 1 centimeter inside. I take that away. In here also 1, and this is accurate job. In that area I need to be very accurate. 1 centimeter. And this is like X over part. And then I need liner that I can do my markings. And here is my liner. And I inserted my liner in here. That way. Good. And then I insert that in here. And final check, that is this about 1 centimeter. It must be very accurate. And then now it looks good. And then I do this my line. This is like cutting line. Good. And also in all other these areas. And next I will do those lines in here, and then we continue. Okay, and now I have made these paintings and markings in there in my pencil, and this line means that it is my cutting line. And next I take my electric saw and I will cut these parts. And this part is really important that we do this really carefully, because if we do in here any mistake, then this our wooden plate is totally vanished and scrap and totally bad. And that's I need to recheck this like at least 3 or 4 times, that does this width in here. Then I install that in this way. Okay, this is the final, and then we check that in that direction and in that direction, that are these my markings in here, are these markings in here inside in that line, because this line takes support base in here, and this is like this area what I drove away, that area in here. I am planning to cut that away, and next I start that my job that I do in here every corner. I do in here a big hole that I can use my electric saw, and I start the job so that the first similar holes like in here I will do in those lines, and then I start to show. And please check that also in that side that everything looks fine. When we insert that in here, that all of these my markings should be away. Okay, and then when we look, everything looks fine. Okay, and then I can start to do my holes in this table. And let's continue. Okay, and then I notice my mistake. When we look in these corners, I found that, oh, there is my markings in there. And also in that area, this brown area. And that means that this is my cutting point, and it means that I need to fix all of these corners better, because now it is so that in here this line should be in that area in 1 centimeter, and that's I do in here small markings 1 centimeter. And there is this, please remember that you must have this rubber when you do markings, no in this blade, because it's difficult to take away. Now I noticed that it is good check, it is the 4th check, but I need to insert. This was my mistake in here, that if I do that kind of cuttings in here, I have then bad holes in my every corner, and that's we need to do in every corner, that kind of curve, what is in here, in that area 1 centimeter inside, and it means that in this part should go something like that. This is okay. Here, this is not okay. Well, good. I could take it away, and same in that corner. That in this area 1 centimeter away, like in here, a nice corner in that way. And then I take these markings away. Cool, and there is this whole place. And then of course next part in there. And there was this 1 centimeter away in here, and nice corner in here. And also those stuff away. And then this final part in here. In here 1 centimeter in here, and then this kind of thing. Cool. Okay, excellent. Okay, now this looks very well, and because this is so critical, I take my stuff in here again. I check that is everything. Okay, sorry, everything okay. Everything looks okay, and there is no any my markings in there. And then when I lift, okay, good. This looks good. Okay, then I take my drill and we continue in that step. Okay, and then I have my electric drill, and there is drill bite. This is like 1/2 inches and like 10 millimeter, and this is metallic and wooden drill. And then I start to do in here holes in that way, and directly in that position, and carefully, not too much force in down. It is good, and then next one in that hole. Very well. And then my brush away. And then we have 2 holes in there left. There, and there we have this final part in here. Okay, and now I have those smaller holes. And then I take my picker, that size of drill, what is almost 1 inch, like 2 centimeters drill. This is bigger one. And let's go to do a hole in here. And also in direct line, I in here first steps carefully, because if I am too hurried I will destroy this plate. And carefully I can take those away. Good. And here we have this nice hole, and it goes down. We can actually look that closer what kind of hole it is. Here is my finger, and here finger comes out good. Okay, and then I do similar holes to all of this area, those corners, and in here, that place, in there, and then we continue. Okay, and now these holes are ready, and then I take trash away. This is also, there's my trash box. Trash in here. Good. And then we start to cut that area. It's next task. Okay, and then my job continues so that I need that kind of electric shove, where is this cutting blade, and I need to cut this central area away, and next I will do in here my markings. In here I will cut with that line all of these areas, and I plan to take this central area away. And this machine works so that when I insert that part, then this saw moves, and be carefully because this is sharp, and in here I can change the speed. Now it's the slow, number 1, and then when I rotate, this is the fastest. And I will cut that area, and let's look. I show that start, and then I work that area within 5 to 10 minutes, and then remember, use ear protection and eye protection. Okay, and I start in this my job in that hole in here, in there. I insert my cutter in here, and this is my line, what I start to do. Okay, and there is the line, and it is ready. I insert my take a closer view. Okay, and I continue when this my cutting is ready, that I have cut all of these areas, and then we continue. And the central part should be away. Okay, and now this my cutting is almost ready. I have made this cutting in here, and also in that cutting, and this is the only final part. And what I am planning to do next, and there is idea that I need to keep my fingers in here, that this central plate don't drop down, because this is quite heavy thing, and I have made in here extra space that I can keep this in secure in the central area, because it is quite heavy. It weighs something like 2 to 5 pounds, like 2 to 3 kilos. And next I will do the final cutting, and let's look the result then. And I continue my cutting. Okay, and now this plate is free, and I carefully insert that down. Okay, actually it is a little bit stuck, but no worry, I need a little bit use hammer. Okay, and now this plate is well away, and there is this area to this sink, and let's look at how my sink fits in this area, because normally I need to a little bit sand this area, but let's look what is the result. And it goes there almost, but I need to take a little bit these areas away, and when I finish that, soon we have this sink in that area. And I will work a little bit in this corner areas. Okay, let's continue shoot. Okay, and now I have finished, and I have sand and a little bit cut and take material away in these sides, and then I insert that my sink outwards goes in there quite nicely. Okay, and now there it is, excellent. And this is almost ready, and final parts are that I take this sink away. What I need to do is that when this material is in here, this is this hard food. It is like in here, that soft stuff. What I have in my hand, this is like small food and this glue, and this is not very durable. That's I need to paint these all areas in here using waterproof paint, and here I have this paint in there. It is my paint, and then I have my pencil, and I take in here a little bit this white paint, and then I will paint this all these areas in that way, and then this is like waterproof this side. And next I will paint all of those areas, and then I will install in these corners in here this silicone glue, and I press that my sink in there down. Okay, these are my next job, and then we continue when I have painted these areas inside, and then install this glue in that small area here. And let's continue soon. Okay, and now we are in that step that this hole is ready, and I have also paint in that inside area in this white oil base water resistant paint. And this paint is really important because this sink area is normally very wet, and wet comes in here, and if there is no this water resistant paint in this inside area, we might have then in this bad corrosion, and then this wooden hard food becomes soft, and then this our full kitchen table will become damaged. And this paint is also important if you use like stone or rock this plate in this kitchen. It's also important to insert this paint, because otherwise this water humidity can go to inside this thing. Okay, and then when my next task, and what is this actually in final task in this sink installation is that when I install that sink in this hole is that I need to install glue in that area and also in that area like a couple of millimeters amount that there is no any water leak in between that metallic sink and then this plate. And it happens so that I first check that how this goes in here down, and this is very nice in there, looks excellent. And I am not installing this glue in that area. I install that glue so that first I take this sink away, and then I set up in here some duct tape. In here there is small space in here where I install this glue. First in here, and then I put this sink back in there, and there is good to use some compression or weight in this sink that this glue work is well, and it is very nice. And please press that sink down when there is this glue in there. Okay, and this was this information how to install this sink in there, and thank you for watching this video and have a nice day to you.